Well. We're gonna go tour more Airbnbs. We're gonna give you every single little detail. Forbes has talked about it, one of the best Airbnbs in Nashville. Look at this view behind me. Tennessee Airbnb, let's roll. Well, where are we off to now? Welcome, my friends, to another episode. I don't even know, this isn't a series, but just another day of real estate, investing, real estate, touring, real estate, just the entire idea of kind of the world of real estate that I'm living in. And if you saw, I guess we could call it part one of this series. I'm helping a company here in Nashville called Enjoy Nashville, I-N-Joy, which, by the way, I love the name of it because most of the time, like the word enjoy means to enjoy, but the joy comes from within. All right, that's enough of the sappiness. So, we're going to help Enjoy. We're gonna go tour a few of their properties here in Nashville. More Airbnbs, so if you're looking to come to Nashville, it's a hot spot. Let me tell you, it is the hottest of the spots. It is the spottest of the hot. I should be a rapper. And with it being one of the hottest spots, obviously you need somewhere to stay. So instead of going and getting a hotel room, come to one of these properties, book it in the description. I'm going to tour it. I'm gonna give you every single little detail. If you watched again the part one, some of these units that, you know, and we're actually gonna go to different properties in the future, but we're going to that same campus today. All of the same amenities, some beautiful extras to have, like the gym or the pool and the cabanas and the ping pong outside and the grills and whatever. I could go on and on, but I think what the coolest piece of what they do is, and if you're a real estate investor looking to buy something, going to one of these properties and buying it and just hitting them up and being like, hey, this is what I want to do. And then if you see every single one of their properties, they look so much different with the theme, right? So to me, it's always fun to go check these properties out, see the detail that goes into it and the background and kind of things that you would never think about it. Those little things kind of behind the scenes of an Airbnb, you get there, you're like, wait, I would have never thought to put this in here, and surely it is. So we're gonna go check them out, see what new detail-oriented details are in these properties. I'm just super excited to go. I just get this weird, like, I don't know if that's weird, but I get this passion for seeing creative projects come to life. And this is something that's super interesting to me, not only as a real estate investor myself, but as someone that would potentially be staying in one of these properties. So let's get on with it. Nashville, Tennessee, Airbnb, let's roll. We are pulling up right now, and as you can see from some of the clips that I just showed, this place is right in the heart of downtown. Literally, I'm right next to the convention center. I'm 0.4 miles as I pull up to this place, like literally walking distance if you want to put your boots on and walk to Broadway from the Airbnbs. You couldn't find a better location. So for all you Nashville planners, this is where you want to be. Property number one. This will be, as you can tell, you can see, we're still working in here. This will be called the Hidden Gem. Now, the idea here, which by the way, right behind me, there's not one 85-inch TV, but two. Potentially gonna be stacked. We'll see what the finished product looks like. But this is gonna be a very bachelorette themed unit over here. This high ceilings make you feel like you're in some massive mansion almost. Look at the natural light behind me. You walk outside. I wish I could just show you the final vision, but look how crazy this balcony is. Perfect access to hang out with Nashville right behind you. You got the city. That is what's called the Gulch. So beautiful little brunch spots. You go get your bottomless mimosas and you come right back, change, then go to Broadway, do your thing. But literally all the way around, I can show you. I haven't even showed you the inside of the unit, obviously, but this balcony goes all the way around. I mean, look at this. It's absolutely insane. But this is a perfect unit to show you if you are a real estate investor, because this is what happens. They come in here, they find the unit, we put a vision together, and then it all comes to life. So obviously here in the kitchen, all the boxes, everything's kind of coming to life here. And I can tell you from experience, if you watch the YouTube video of my own Airbnb, what they did and the process that we went through is exactly what's going on here, right? So now as it all begins to kind of come together, obviously you have the time and space where you're working on the project and the final vision comes together. So I'll come back to this unit here in a few weeks when it's done and really show you. I mean, we've got a fireplace hanging out back here. I'm gonna walk you through the rest of the downstairs. We've got a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Here is bedroom number 1 onto the balcony right there where we showed you the full thing. Massive closet, another thing of closet space it looks like we put in here for, obviously, again, the behind the scenes things that Airbnbs you don't really realize. Here's the walk-in shower, nice tub, and then we'll take you upstairs to some creativity. Look at the wallpaper behind me, and of course, why would there not be another, balcony? More space to be outside. And again, I keep hitting on the ideas of like what you don't see behind the scenes of what it takes to put an Airbnb together, and then you get there and you're like, oh, that makes sense, right? So from an Airbnb investor perspective, I want to be able to sleep as many people as possible, right? So what do? We create bunk beds here for that to be allowed, right? So now we have more places that we can sleep people, we can attract more guests, right? That's from the investor side, right? And then on the consumer side, if you were watching this and you're like, dang, I wanna stay there, well, you're probably coming with multiple people, right? So you wanna have a spot that you can sleep as many people. So the idea, obviously adding in these, it looks like a king size bunk bed, which I've never seen before, fully custom. Building this in, it's absolutely genius. We got a little, I would assume that's gonna become a closet, but 2 beds, 2 baths. There's another closet right here behind me, still getting worked on. And then we've got, obviously, the bathroom, high ceilings. Not much more to tell you about the bathroom. You're looking for this on Airbnb here in the next few weeks, month or so, you'll be looking for the hidden gem. So, gem or Jim? Gem. I don't know why I thought it was Jim. You'll be looking for the hidden gem here in Nashville. Let's go check out the next spot. All right, walking to the next unit. This one is called the Beverly Nash. Now, before we go into this unit, it already has some press on it. So you may have seen it somewhere. Forbes has talked about it. One of the best Airbnbs in Nashville. We're going in right now. Let's go. As you can see, you probably understand why this one already has press. It looks incredible. The views are incredible. The detail, this is something that I would live in, honestly. If you've seen my house, which you definitely have, because if you've been following me, you've been watching that entire place come together, but it's very aesthetic, right? And that is something I think we all gravitate towards, but let me run you through just this layout, which is a little different. Again, if you watched the first video, very similar layout throughout those 3 units between Broadway Girls, Tequila Sunrise, and the Man Cave. Now, this one is going to be a little bit different with the loft up here, little spot to stay. We've got our bathroom up here, and then walking downstairs. You know what, I'm not even gonna walk downstairs because you saw it. But right below me, with a massive balcony as well, we have our, where's the sofa? It's really hard to do this from a mirrored camera, but queen size sofa that pulls out right there with the couch. Again, if you're an investor, I'm looking for places to sleep, right? And then we've got the entire downstairs. Did I miss? I may have missed something downstairs. I'll meet you downstairs. When I said I missed something, it's the fact that I still hadn't come outside yet. So I showed you the little B-roll footage, but look at this view behind me. Literally the entire skyline of Nashville. If you can see, that is the convention center right there. If you're here for work, this is the perfect place to stay. Keep an eye on your working group. Actually, don't do that, it's a little weird. And if you're at all familiar with Broadway, which is probably half the reason all of you are coming here, to go hang out on Broadway, maybe have a few waters and hang out. You literally walk up this street, you can take a right there and take a left at the Omni Hotel, or you can go up this street and you'll be on Broadway, literally where my finger is pointing. There's an old looking building. You take a right and there's Bridgestone Arena that is right behind. You can't get a better spot. Before we go to the next unit, I'm gonna set this camera up and show you a little behind the scenes as we film a little bit of short form content for the Enjoy Nashville Instagram. I'll tag them below. Make sure you give them a follow. Go check out the short form content as well. And our last property of the day is called the Honky Tonk Hideaway. I did not mean to rhyme right there, but I did, and I tend to do that way too often. But we've got a little 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, literally a hideaway. Look at the theme. Everything is Nashville, the detail again. Just going through here, you're like, how do you even think of this? So I'm gonna go through some little shots of the entire unit so that you can see the detail-oriented theme we got going. But just make sure to take it all in. All right, my friends, we're gonna wrap this video up, but before we end it, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of another unit that's being finished up, all based on Morgan Wallen. So as you can see, everything I just threw on the screen, all the neon signs, is every room that is themed after a Morgan Wallen song. So we'll keep you up to date. We'll come back to this one in a few weeks when it's completely done. It's already feeling like it's done. Does it feel completely soundproof in here too? Like I feel like there's no, maybe this is also gonna be Morgan's recording studio. I don't know. But we'll wrap this thing once I get back in the truck. All right, my friends, we are back in the truck, wrapping up some filming here at the Airbnbs in Nashville. That was quite a cool day, if you ask me, from the first property where it's not finished yet. If you're an investor, these people at Enjoy Nashville, some of my favorite people, they take on investors and they make these projects into, and it's not just at these apartments in this apartment complex, it's all of Nashville. Like they just did a 5-bedroom house that basically they made into a health-oriented Airbnb, right? They do it everywhere, but this was just super convenient to film, but also showing the investor side, taking a project and showing you kind of what the process is in between, then taking one that's already been ranked literally by Forbes as one of the top Airbnbs in Nashville. And then obviously I showed you the sneak peek again, something else they're doing, just completely so smart, utilizing, you know, the Morgan Wallen theme. And then obviously the honky tonk hideaway, right? Just something super small and niche to Nashville. So I just think it's the creativity, it's the execution, it's from the side of like, hey, I want to stay there, to hey, I'm thinking about getting into real estate investing and this could be a really awesome avenue to go down. So if you have any real estate investing questions, let me know in the comments. I love talking about it. Obviously, it's always a learning game, but the best way to learn is to experience it. And I'm I feel excited to keep diving into that and putting more and more knowledge out, especially on the podcast to come. So anyhow, thank you for always hanging out with me on the tube of the U with me. If you haven't already, go follow Enjoy Nashville. Again, that's Enjoy with an INJOY. I will leave their details below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel as well. And I'll see you next time. Have an awesome freaking day. And don't forget to smile.